Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You might think you just dodged a bullet. Byemageddon is freaking over, but there's been a lot of freaking injuries, and we kind of have a mini Byemageddon coming up this week in week 9. The Eagles are on a bye. Bucs, Jets, and Browns, they're all on a bye, which means your depth is about to be tested. We're now in the final half of the fantasy football season. The margin for error is completely gone. So this week's Waiver Wire Breakdown, I'm giving you the players who will not only keep you afloat, but they could win you at least the next month of matchups. Like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications because these are league-winning moves everyone else will be scrambling to make next week. So lock the frick in. Here are the 6 best waiver wire players that you need this week to dominate in fantasy football. Let's get weird. Coming in at number 1 is Mr. Tyrone Tracy. Listen, the catastrophic injury to Cam Skattebo, it hurts. It hurts us because he wasn't just good for us in fantasy football, but his spirit made the game fun. And it's a travesty that his ankle ended up looking the way that it was looking, turning the wrong way and whatnot. But here's a fantastic opportunity to bounce back and to pick up a back who is available in almost 69% of your leagues, according to Fantasy Pros. And all of our availability, how many leagues these players are available is derived from Fantasy Pros. So shout out to the Fantasy Pros for that fantastic information. And listen, we have seen Tyrone Tracy be absolutely elite in fantasy football. Historically, the game script is always going to be positive for a pass catching back who plays for the New York Giants, especially in PPR format. Tyrone Tracy is an absolute smash. Best case scenario, guys, you just found a league-winning RB1 who is a fantastic flex the rest of the season moving forward. Coming in at number 2, and we're trying something a little bit different here with the slides. I hope you guys like this. Coming in at number 2, we got Mr. Tyjae Spears for the Tennessee Titans. And listen, he had 17 points this past week. He was the more efficient back, not just this past week, but every week he's been in the lineups. We're seeing the ramp up of usage for Tyjae Spears within the two-headed monster that they have there with the Tony Pollard. And by monster, I mean like the ones that kill your fucking hopes and dreams. He played 52% of the snaps. He is the most explosive back in there. He's very efficient. He's available in 60% of your leagues right now. He's a good RB3. He's a fantastic flex option this week, especially when you got Saquon, Rashard White, Quinshon Judkins, and Breece Hall all on a bye. And he's going against the Los Angeles Chargers defense week 9 that has given up some fantasy production, if not a lot of fantasy production to running backs. Just not this past week, which hurt me a lot. Shout out to Jordan Mason and the misusage there. Free Jordan Mason. All right, coming in at number 3, we got Mr. Ollie Gordon. These slides are sick. He played 30% of the Dolphins snap just this past week against a Atlanta defense that made this game, in theory, supposed to be a negative game script, but he put up decent flex numbers. He put up 13.6 fantasy football points, almost tripled the production that we got from Bijan Robinson. He rushed for 46 yards, had one explosive reception for 20 yards, and found the end zone for a touchdown. He was incredibly efficient, averaging 4.6 carries on his 10 attempts. In a great game script, this Thursday, he has the Baltimore Ravens defense that continues to give up top 5 RB production to running backs, and he's currently available in 88% of your leagues. Go get him right now. We're seeing this two-headed monster between Devon Achane and Ollie Gordon reincarnated from what we saw a couple of years ago with Raheem Mostert. Ollie Gordon is a fantastic flex play, especially this week when you got all the running backs that we alluded to earlier on a bye week. All right, coming in at number 4 is Mr. Chimere Dike. We're not going to say his last name wrong because I just got monetized on YouTube, and I'm not trying to get canceled. So Chimere Dike, he was fantastic this past week against the Indianapolis Colts secondary. 7 receptions on 8 targets, tallying 93 receiving yards. He scored 16.4 fantasy points in PPR format, and he did it a week prior against the New England Patriots as well, putting up 16.9 fantasy points. And this is the second week in a row he's been really effective, efficient, and productive in your fantasy football lineups. He's clearly the most explosive pass catcher for the Titans, and we know that the game scripts moving forward lean heavily into them playing from behind. So target him, and the target share and production in theory should also continue. He's available in 9% of your leagues, which is borderline criminal. Coming in at number 5 is Mr. Colston Lovelin. And listen, I expect wait, what? No. There you go. Number 5, Mr. Colston Lovelin. I kind of just blew it, but I don't care. We're going to keep it going. Number 5 is Colston Lovelin. He's playing the Cincinnati Bengals in week 9, and the Cincinnati Bengals give up by far and away the most fantasy football points and production to the tight end position week in and week out. It's a fantastic matchup. If Cole Kmet misses, and he should potentially miss this week, he's a smash start. This past week, he saw 81% of the snaps and 5 targets. The game script has shootout potential with both of these defenses, both the Bears and the Bengals, being absolutely dog shit. This is the Loveland breakout week we've all been waiting for, and he's available in 76% of your leagues. And shocker, surprise, number 6, Malik Washington. We didn't see this one coming, right? I didn't misplay it whatsoever. Whatever. Digress. Move forward. He played 62% of the snaps this past week against Atlanta, and Atlanta has a really, really good secondary that has not given up a lot of production to wide receivers. So it was really cool to see. He was targeted 5 times and turned those 5 targets into 4 receptions, 36 yards, and found the end zone. He finished the week with 13.6 fantasy football points, and this production should continue, if not increase drastically this upcoming week. Why? Because he plays a bottom 5 defense in the Ravens secondary, who gives up a lot of production to the fantasy football, to the wide receivers in fantasy football. And his gadget usage as a dual threat pass catcher and runner of the football translates into fine upside flex option in week 9, especially when you got guys like A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith. Those guys are on bye. Garrett Wilson, if he would have been healthy, he'd be on a bye. Jerry Jeudy, he's been on a bye the entire season. Let's be real. He's been absolutely atrocious. And then you got Emeka Egbuka, Taj Johnson. Those guys are on a bye. Hopefully Baker Mayfield can bounce back, because it's been really, really, really gross. Nevertheless, okay, he's clearly the wide receiver 2 option in Miami behind Jalen Waddle, and he's available in 84% of your leagues. That is it for our week 9 waiver wire video. Thank you guys for rocking with me. If you guys like the video, smash the like. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn those bell notifications on. We'll be posting all of our positional start sit videos for week 9. And our smash starts, the guys we call the game script gods. We're going to be posting a lot of betting stuff. Will be live Thursday night before the Thursday night showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be joined by my co-host and my business partner, Sleazebomb. We are business partners in the Guys FF Premium Discord and Patreon. It is one of the greatest and fastest growing discords and communities for like-minded individuals who absolutely love fantasy football, and we're all dominating with fantastic fantasy football advice. We are hitting our calls at a high rate. We'll also be live Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time with our process and breakdown show, where I'll be joined by my co-host, Sleaze again. We'll be joined by Who Hames, who has been a fantastic addition to the show, and this is going to be his 3rd or 4th show with us. We love Who Hames. He's incredible, absolutely brilliant, and his beard is biblical. His beard is absolutely insane. And then potentially with Chev, and Chev should have his nails painted, because I said that Caleb Williams would go under 26 fantasy points, and he hardly scratched 12. So yeah, the bet was whoever is wrong is going to paint their nails. So he's going to have his nails painted for the Saturday show. Absolutely spectacular. Shout out to our sponsors, Drafters Fantasy. Use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 Rooskies. Shout out to our sponsors, Better Vision, the best place to consolidate all of your fantasy football betting and DFS sweats into one app, so you don't have to have 69 apps open simultaneously. And shout out to our sponsors, the folks at Bull Rush. It is the best marriage of fantasy football and betting. We call it fantasy betting. Shout out to you guys for watching the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications. Time for the best outro in fantasy football. Oh, did you guys like that new intro? Shout out to Brainy Ballers for that spectacular little big draft energy slide. Cool people. Best outro in fantasy football. Peace.